I was diagnosed with Charcot-Marie tooth disease. There is no cure. Eventually, I will lose the ability to walk. That's my caregiver partner and friend, Riley.
Sheldon is the only mentor in my life right now. I have learned from Sheldon that you fall once, you still can get back up and try.
I'm targeting this audience who wants to discover more about people with blindness. If I can reach people all over the world, that would be the maximum form of impact I can make.
14 years teaching Taekwondo. I don't see any difference between the coach with a hearing and the coach with non hearing.
When I was 20 years old, I was involved in a car accident that left me paralyzed neck down. I currently work full-time as an inclusive employment recruiter for Inclus.
We'll be setting up some more BD outreach meetings.
We are a social enterprise.
Okay.
We take talent in the person with disabilities and special needs pool and match them with employers in different industries. Hi, Mingyu.
Hi.
I'm Zora. Nice to meet you. I will just take you over
Yes.
inside. Interview preparation. Today I'm meeting a trainee to prep him for an actual interview because he's looking for a job currently. How are you feeling today?
Nervous?
Oh, you don't have to be nervous. I'm just going to go over some of the questions that you could potentially be asked during your actual interview. Tell me about yourself.
My name is Taming. I'm 31 years old and I previously worked in a logistic company. I have a physical disability. It's a type of nerve disorder. Sometimes I will tremble if I stand too long. I cannot walk in a straight line.
My role again is to just remind him that his disability is not a weakness, it is just a condition, and then he has so much more to offer based on his work experiences. What are some of the areas that you think you are strong in?
I'm strong in numbers.
Numbers? That's
because
nice.
previously I learned accounting.
Do you work best alone or in a team?
I can do work alone and with a team as well. I'm versatile. I changed quite a number of jobs. 10 plus. They terminated me because my work is not up to their expectation. I'm okay with it. They don't want, then they don't want.
We have actually secured an interview with Starship Balloons. I will be taking him down for an interview with them. Why do you want to work at Starships?
I like interacting with people, doing retail stuff, talking to people, doing sales. I used to work in a warehouse, so it's a closed-up environment. Now I want to try something new.
Okay. I think you did really well. You're very direct. Maybe you can talk more about your experiences in different industries.
Okay, NK is here. Okay, good.
Today I'm with Keng Hui, who is both my close friend and also my colleague. We work together on digital accessibility projects.
I'm messaging Dennis, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
We are picking up 2 of our vision impaired participants for part of a digital accessibility test.
Let me see if he messaged me.
So as it turns out, when we got to the MRT, one of them was able to make their way to the library where we're conducting the test, and the other one missed his bus stop. Thank you. So he had to be dropped off somewhere else and made his way on his own. Keng Hui and I decided to just meet everyone at the National Library Board.
Okay, is Dennis in here?
This is my day job as a digital accessibility specialist.
Okay, go.
Basically, what we are doing is we are trying to make sure that all digital services, so websites, mobile apps, things like that, these things are accessible to everyone, including people with disabilities.
Oh, so you have to walk all the way?
Yeah, I walk.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm Dennis Teo. My right eye is totally blind. My left eye, I am left to see only some shadows and shapes, and I cannot recognize faces. I become visually impaired because of food poisoning. People who are disabled, who are visually impaired, I rely a lot on TalkBack, and because of that, I need the app to be friendly to the blind.
Expand masthead to find out. NLB experience feedback form. 5 minutes estimated time to complete. Instructions, thank you for participating in our test. Protected by.
So a screen reader is a software for people with vision impairment that reads what is on the screen.
M1, whistle and bell, notification sound. M1, sweet, ringtone. M1, whistle and bell, notification sound.
So in essence, it basically makes your smartphone or computer a talking device. It can tell me things like the time, the date, and if I go onto a website, it will tell me things like, okay, this is a form field.
4. What languages do you prefer? Editing. 3. What is your age range? Select from date picker.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So does it read out as a button?
Off. Off.
No.
Off. Friday. Go back 1 month.
You notice?
Off.
What is it saying?
I'm trying to click on the date on the calendar.
Uh-huh.
Off.
And
So what's it saying?
I don't know. Off. They asked me to fill in the date, and they give me a date picker, but it's not working. It doesn't tell me the date that I'm supposed to pick and so on. It sounded to me like off.
Okay.
Every date is off.
Off. Go back 1 month.
Okay. So it doesn't work on Android.
Yeah,
okay.
it doesn't work. So things like this are not helpful to people like us.
Give me a moment to type down all the issues we just detected.
Tell us more about your experience. Tell us more about your experience.
So my full-time job is taekwondo teaching. This is my first full-time job. Okay, warm up first, Ian. And I've been working about 14 years plus. 5, 6. I usually work 6 days a week. So the most busiest time is actually on the weekend. Then chamber, then land forward. I start learning at the taekwondo at the age of 13. There is the taekwondo class in my mother's place downstairs. There was one instructor demonstrating some especially sparring technique. This is where I got that very interested in taekwondo. I love taekwondo sparring. I like fast kicking, and given my weight, I'm also very light. So I was very inspired that maybe if I'm so light, have a light weight, I'll be able to kick faster. Sliding front kick.
I think it's a lot of fun, for me at least. He's very cheerful, motivational. The atmosphere is very nice usually. We laugh a lot. He tells stories. Sometimes he comes to and talks about not only taekwondo, but like anything, his family, things like this.
You can hold up higher.
With regards to his hearing impairment, there really hasn't been much of an issue at all. Yes, I think he's actually able to understand me very well. I have noticed at times he looks like he's reading my lips, but by and far, it's really not an issue. Yeah.
And in front kick, Here. Okay, go.
So I've never really looked at Mr. Ivan as someone with a disability. He functions just like any other normal person.
It seems like recently you have been telling Ernest a lot of information, but you are refusing to communicate with Atika. You are the leader. By not communicating with them, you create issues.
So far, my relationship with co-workers is somehow there were things like misunderstanding, things are not done properly. Probably I never proactively communicate with them and share things more. 3, 7, kick. Right hand, right block, switch. There, bring in. 4. 1, 2, 3.
So I worked with Mr. Ivan around 3 years plus. Mr. Ivans is good instructor, but for the lead, he need to improve a bit more.
Kick.
For communication wise, most of the time, he never tell me about the student. So if I on leave, then come back, sometimes I don't know what the student already learned.
We will start with taken pattern, start with taken 5. If at the leader of the school, we need to share things out, getting people to support and work together. Pam, pam, go. Everybody know what happened, especially to the student. Then the communication is there, then they know what to do. I think this is the issue. I had to take a first step to be more initiative through communication. 2. Our block. 14, low block.
The good things that he very kind.
3 foot away, then you pivot to the forward stand.
But being kind is not enough for us. I really hope that he communication with us very good. Yeah, so that there is no last minute work.
Over there. You do a good job. Come. Stop until you go stop, then go. Somewhere there.
So here's the letter that I wrote to Heather. I just wanted to run it by you. Hi Heather, Dad here. I hope all's well and perhaps the mail is a kind of random but long overdue. It's been a long time coming. I've been trying to draft a letter to Heather, my daughter. Today was the opportunity for me to find a tranquil place where I could gather my thoughts and take out my bad behavior of the past, which was being impulsive, egotistical, and allow my pride to overwhelm me and blame everyone. I am accountable for my mistakes and failure as a father. I felt it was important for me to let my daughter know I still love her. I have always loved her. It's not easy for me to admit because with Heather, I wanted to be somebody that I was never. I was trying to keep up with the Joneses. I was trying to keep up with other fathers. I made a lot of mistakes along the way. I was a poor manager of my finances. I am truly sorry. I failed you by putting my needs above and beyond yours as my daughter. The last time we spoke was when she turned 21. She's turning 26 this year. We had an exchange of opinions. Me being me, I didn't take a step back and realize my words were hurtful to her. I went from one failed marriage into another marriage. Maybe she felt that she wasn't number one in my life. So what are my expectations from sending you this letter? It is that someday you will forgive me for my mistakes of the past and hopefully be proud of who I am today, and in a small way allow me back into your life. Hopefully I can actually get my brother, who is her godfather, to help me deliver it to her. It means a lot to this old man.
WhatsApp. Number 7.
Sorry.
WhatsApp.
So where everything started was we got Form SG to give us a sample form, basically a questionnaire from the library. What we're actually testing is the accessibility of the form itself. Okay, actually
Although they never say lah.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's actually no accessible label there.
I understand.
And they also didn't say 1 to 5.
Yes. They didn't say what one is.
Specifically, we did find one issue with one type of question. Basically, it wasn't accessible with the screen reader. And based on our findings, we were able to take down some notes. The behavior mobile is that the choices are not labeled.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, agree.
We will be packaging that into a report that will be sent to Form SG. And once Form SG receives that report, they'll be able to fix those issues and make the Form SG website better for people with vision impairment. If it works now.
I'm here to help out, to try to weed out all this problematic stuff that developers are not aware of, and thus it makes the things better when they actually launch the thing for people who are visually impaired. But when I put 0, it just, age is no barrier to technology. Even though I use apps quite readily, quite easily, I also know that not many people can do so. However, as technology advances, there is no way for you to stop using technology to get the leverage. You can leverage on technology to do almost everything.
Editing. 0. How many times do you go?
In Singapore, we are really lacking people who are experienced and well-versed in digital accessibility. It's a very nascent field, it's very niche, and a lot of people don't think about it. Yeah, let me check. There's not a lot of people doing the work I do. A lot of people don't even know what digital accessibility is, but that's okay. That's why I have a job, so I can advocate for these issues.
I don't visit the library simply because I use the digital ones.
Right, okay.
I borrow audiobooks and so on from the library.
How are you feeling?
Quite confident, yeah.
Today is the day of the job interview for Mingyu with Starship Balloons. I thought Starship Balloons would be a good fit for him, as he had mentioned to me that he wanted to have some retail experience.
Hi.
Hi Emma, I'm Zora, and this is Mingyu.
Hey, hi.
We reached out to Starships and they were happy to interview him. So I'm just here to facilitate the interview and support in case you have any questions.
Okay, why don't you just have a self-introduction? Let us know more about yourself.
My name is Tan Mingyu. I'm 31 years old this year.
We are shops that actually sell flowers and balloons. We are also looking for people in the retail side and also on the operation side and also on the back end. Yeah.
Previously, I worked in a logistic company.
Logistic, okay.
I help them to pack and unpack cartons of items.
How about talking to customers or directly with people?
I can try to talk to people.
Okay, so you can work well with people as well, it's okay?
Yes.
You just need to make a bit of a slight accommodation depending on the condition of the candidates. And actually, the turnover rate is actually quite low compared to others. So you end up have to hire, rehire, and train them again. And you might spend more time and cost on that. Is there any concern that you have? Because we have stock replenishment, so sometimes we carry things around.
For the weight I can lift is about like 4 to 5 kilos.
Okay, so you are fine with carrying stuff. So if sometimes you have some even more heavy stuff, it's okay for you to just take 2 or 3 trips. I can show you around. He's actually quite positive. So what we're looking for is his personalities. Is he approachable? Is he eager to learn? Or is he okay to work with people? It's a small gift, easy to show them.
Emma seemed positive, and I think she will hire him. So I'm just going to wait and follow up with her.
Okay, thank you for your time today.
Thank you, yeah.
Okay,
and
sure.
Looking forward to working with you.
Okay, sure.
Riley and I met when she signed up for a train and place program. This was in 2020.
Superman Museum.
After the course completed, we kept in touch.
I confided in him because I was going through a hard time. He was helping me, and then he kind of become like my mentor. You don't forget you're tall, you don't want to bump your head. So after that, I asked him if he needs any help. He was telling me that he needs help to move about and everything. So I said, why don't I come and live with you? He needs help, I will help. Also, he can mentor me and help put me back on my feet.
You know, if I needed to go out, she would accompany me for my medical appointments.
Yes.
When she was having a tough time, especially the flashbacks, you know, I would sit with her, I would calm her down, give her some reassurance that she's safe.
I've been helping him for 1 year. It isn't easy, we have our own ups and downs. Seeing him like this, he is so resilient, he doesn't want to give up. So why should I give up?
So it's been about 2 weeks since last time when we started uploading our first batch of videos to YouTube. We are taking a look at how they've been performing. Let's start with YouTube.
11K views in the past 28 days.
Okay, that's a bit disappointing. What videos have been doing well?
Top content is stop asking blind people stupid questions.
How many views did it get?
2.7K.
But okay, how about TikTok?
Oh, our numbers are actually doing much better on TikTok.
Yeah.
The highest is how do blind people count money. That one has 58.4 thousand.
That's a lot more. I'm blind, and one thing that a lot of people wonder is how are people like me able to tell the difference between different types of dollar notes? So YouTube unexpectedly did not do very well. But what has been a surprise is that on top of YouTube, I've actually been uploading and reposting the content into other platforms, unique viewers. And TikTok has been the unexpected hero for the channel so far. So TikTok has had over 90,000 views over the past 2 weeks. I think we're going to have to reformat our goals for the next 3 months. I believe TikTok might actually be a lot better at reaching the kind of people that we want than YouTube.
Today is the 26th of December. I actually planning to bring my family out together with my cousin to the Universal Studio. We want to bring our children. They have not been to Universal Studio before. My wife is from Philippines. She's a Singapore PR. My firstborn child is Chloe and she's 7 years old. Nelson, he's 3 years old. He's a little bit special because he has a mild autism. We have been doing the therapy for 2 years plus. She has improved a lot. Gloria used to work as a documentary helper, and at the time we first met is through the mutual Taekwondo friends. When I married Gloria, she wanted to stop working at documentary because she planning to settle her life with me. Now she's working as a healthcare assistant.
I didn't finish my college because I need to help my parents. During that time, I attended classes like nursing aid, taekwondo. That's why I met my husband because of taekwondo. This time we have the show. We need to queue up. We need to yes. I love him because he's nice. Because he's not like other guys. He can understand very well a woman's side.
Due to my hearing impairment, Gloria and I will usually have a little bit of miscommunication, the misunderstanding.
When she's far behind us, he cannot hear us. He can hear when we look at each other. Like she needs to see what I'm saying so that she can read my lips. Sometimes the cochlear implants, the battery not so good, it will misunderstanding the communication. Alam mo, living with a hearing impaired is not so difficult because he able to understand me, not 100%, but try to understand each other.
Raising up the children in the family actually is not easy. I have to plan for their education, their insurance, their enrichment lesson. They all cost money. My hope for my family is for my children grow up well, be a good person, and well, my wife. I hope that she will be the strong mother for my two kids.
It's snowing! Look at the snow! Look! The snow! Oh, wow! Look, there's it! Chloe! It's a phone, but be careful, ah! Oh, Merry Christmas!
Do you miss me? Come here. Yeah, wow. Grown. Don't worry.
Today, my little boy will be coming over, and we are going to Changi Airport to play. His name is Nathaniel.
You can sit down.
Currently, we are not staying together because there's a lot of issues at home. I am separated from my husband. Yes, he is staying with the father and his grandparents currently because his school is there. Say hello. Hello. I had a very challenging childhood. I used to be really suicidal, so it gave me a purpose to want to live and help people out there. You got a really long mustache. We are going to the airport because he loves the playground and he would just go crazy.
Let me see your t-shirt. Why does your t-shirt look so... Oh no, you got the same t-shirt as Mama.
Ta-da!
He loves planes. I would love to join, but unfortunately, because I'm on a new set of medication, my stomach's not doing too well. Hoo-yah!
When Nat and I arrived at Terminal 3, Nat was really excited and we just want to dash to the playground. Why did you let it go? Nathaniel is outgoing, fun. Nat is just curious about everything around him. Yes, you are having your sucks. Yeah. What I like most about being in motherhood is more like trial and error. Now I really fully understand how difficult it is to be a parent to someone. Being a mom, you get to be like physically involved in another child's life. You get to like experience the closeness. You get to guide someone to be who they want to be. Okay, press. So I have never taken leadership roles before. Hello. Hello. I used to be really childish. So it helped me grow as a person that I now think that it's not only about me. I have a child to look after now. It's more about him now. Coming from a broken family, I do not want my son to go through the same thing. I want him to have a childhood where he enjoys himself and also like he's free to explore his surrounding and everything. I want the colorful one. Being a mother and having Nat call me mom, it makes me feel loved. I have never loved someone as much as I love Nat. 1, 2, 3, up! What we have now, I don't want it to end.
Yes, that is good. been stopped by more security. Today, both of us have the day off, and so Nat brought me to participate in her favorite pastime, which is to play the claw machines at the arcade.
Oh, they moved the machines closer. Claw machines probably one of my favorite games to play. There's like a certain level of skill and luck involved in claw machine, which makes it a bit unpredictable. But like when you actually manage to get the toy, the feeling of winning is actually quite addictive.
Okay. She describes it as a combination of luck and skill, but it's what I call gambling. You're a gambling addict. Number 1.
That's at the bottom.
Where is it?
You're not entirely wrong.
Okay, let's go. As a kid, back when I could still see, my mother would never take me to these kinds of arcades because she felt that it was a waste of money. To some extent, she wasn't wrong.
That's fair enough.
So I would always look at people from the outside kind of in envy, thinking, wow, you know, these people are having so much fun and I don't get to have that fun. Okay, tell me how am I supposed to play this? I don't know how to play. I know what it's like to play a claw machine, at least visually, and now that I actually get my hands on it.
You got it! You pick it up! You pick it up! And drop.
Okay. I can feel it with my fingers and all the sensations that come with being in an arcade.
I've been with Josh to a couple of different claw machines arcade before, and I don't think coaching him gets any easier.
Okay.
Press the button. Press it again. It's already difficult enough as a sighted person, but trying to lead someone with vision impairment to play claw machine is actually really difficult. The other thing is that because it's so noisy, I will sometimes need to yell at him.
What?
Run a bit more! It does get a little bit frustrating sometimes.
Me being coached through how to play a claw machine by someone who can see is probably not that dissimilar to people who are vision impaired who do things like bowling or archery. To some extent, we do need to rely on external help to guide us through the activity because a lot of these things were designed for people who can see. Definitely not winnable.
Definitely not winnable.
It does take a little bit of humility, you know, you need to swallow your pride and realize that you do need help. The thing about people with disabilities is that once in a while, just like everyone else, we want to do things for fun. A lot of people just think of our lives as somehow very pitiable or sad, when that couldn't be any further from the truth. Okay?
Yeah.
First up?
Yeah. Oh no! We spent $10 in this particular branch. They'll let you redeem a free prize if you didn't catch anything. So we got a goose. It's a long and flappy thing, and it's so cute. I love it.
Give her a duck. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
It's a goose.
Kind of looks like one of those chicken shop uncles where they string up the chicken and it's dead. So I'm not sure if our friend is actually alive anymore, but it's hers now. Okay.
Today's my birthday. I'm actually celebrating my birthday with my family. They have come down from India to celebrate my birthday with me.
I'm Zora's elder brother. Me and my younger brother and my fiance have flown down from India just to celebrate this occasion with Zora. All of us are Singaporean. I choose to live in India because the field I deal with, it's better for me to do it in India.
I'm turning 26 today. I feel like my time is just flying. Birthdays are a really sensitive but exciting time for me. So 6 months before I turned 21, which is a huge birthday, my accident happened. Me and my mom always planned after my accident. We spoke about how I was going to walk by my birthday, but that never happened.
Yeah, you can.
Every single year feels like a new chance for me to live. And I think I appreciate life so much more now. I'm making it out alive every single year, making it through all the challenges. It's just celebrating life and the privilege that I have to live.
Just keep it. Initially, when she came back from the hospital and she was at home, she found it really hard to sleep. And she used to wake up getting scared. And every time she woke up, she saw us because we were always there. We would just hold on to him one second.
Oh, I'm very close to my siblings. We all are like besties. We've just grown up like that, and we all have a very strong bond to each other. And I think after my injury, it just proven how much closer we've gotten, because I'm very hesitant to let any outsider take care of me because of how well my family has taken care of me. They can carry me around, they can be my personal bodyguards, they can take me into the pool, they can basically do everything and they don't say no to me.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Zora. Happy birthday to you.
Okay.
Blow everything at once.
Yeah.
Let him make a wish.
Making a wish that I can blow all of this together and my lungs are back. I'm already tired. No. I need to stand because I need to keep the blood flowing. I get dizzy when I don't stand. Okay, can y'all come in? Can y'all come in? Rani will take it. It's good practically for everything in my body, and I have to be standing, but I don't because I'm just scared. Okay, I'm scared. The first few seconds, honestly, I feel like I'm about to pass out.
You're gonna fly.
No, don't make me fly. It's like I either choose breathing or talking. If I talk, I will pass out. Oh, I did it.
Today, I'm going to bring my wife, Gloria, to her training ground that she used to train before for her to catch up with her friend.
This is 2008. I was starting my taekwondo. Because I was a domestic helper, I was looking something like I can expand on my day off. So when I have a friends that learning in taekwondo, so I joined this taekwondo. Then that start from there.
Mostly, there's a Filipino and there are some Indonesian also. All of them are domestic helpers. They want to learn how to defend themselves, and maybe some of them also wants to have their own martial arts school when they go back to their country.
Sit down.
The taekwondo is started in my own sister. She find out that the taekwondo will be good sport for the Filipino. So they encourage more Filipino to come and join us for during your Sunday off day. We meet here so as become of the family.
Okay, let's take up. Gloria, she's my friend since 2008. Every Sunday, we always go together until she met Ivan.
Yeah, I think you asked my number to Coach Melly.
Actually, I asked Coach Me for her number.
My leg,
Actually, we can say that we have the same common interest for taekwondo.
I have connection with Ivan because his passion of taekwondo is same my passion to taekwondo.
We got married at 2014.
2014.
June.
I get my black belt at 2011. I stopped taekwondo when I gave birth to my second son, 3 years now. I need to focus to my family first. When they grown up, maybe I will ask them to join the taekwondo. The women here, they are like my family. Today is they still working as domestic helper.
Yes, I do think that there's discrimination to domestic helper. Some people may also look upon them is that they do not have proper education. They come here not for themselves, only it's actually for their family.
Sa kanya ba to?
So this is something we should respect them.
Nagpatira ka na lang.
Some of our friends, they already went back to the Philippines, and there's one friend we have, and now she's assisting in Taekwondo Club in the Philippines. And some of them also get a job as security guard. So they can just show the black belt ID, and then they can already hire them as a security guard in the Philippines.
I think my taekwondo changed my life because I meet my husband. I have 2 children with Ivan. It's a blessing.
So we're here at Marine Cove. It holds a lot of very significant memories for Riley and myself. We always felt that we needed a space where we can relax. She loves rollerblading. This is her outlet for her. For me, it would be sitting down, watching the world go by.
When I was homeless, this is where I used to go to. I would sleep here, shower here. If I didn't experience that homelessness, I wouldn't know how to appreciate the things around me. When I was at the age of 8, my mom actually threw me down the rubbish chute. I fell from 5-story, but I survived. There wasn't enough money at home, and I would wake up in the middle of the night to steal food. That night I woke up feeling hungry. I stole my cousin's milk powder and started eating them. My mom wasn't happy and she threw me down the chute. I was discovered 5 hours later by the cleaner uncle. He thought I was a ghost and slammed the door in my face. Cockroaches, rats, the foul smell that was coming out. Because I was still hungry, I didn't care. I pick up whatever I see, I ate it.
Given her age, she has gone through a lot. Most people would have one traumatic incident in their life, the trauma she went through, right? Even when I heard about it, I had to question myself, is she making it up to gain attention?
I was hospitalized for about 2 weeks before I was taken into foster care. My foster parents were really strict with me, so I ran away. Then I was taken into a children's home. After 21, they didn't care whether you have a home to go to or whether you're going to be homeless. So yeah, I was homeless. I go between beaches, playground, but East Coast Park was still my favorite place to go to. I fell into depression at the age of 16. I started cutting myself. When I was 22, I went to get a tattoo from a friend. She would not give me the tattoo for free. I have to pay for it. She told me that if it's something that you paid for it, you wouldn't want to damage it. If I give you for free, you might just slash it. I have not cut myself about 5-6 years already.
Did I tell you?
Yeah. Ned and I, sometimes when we want to spend quality time with one another, you know, we find a quiet place to go, have a walk, sit down, have a coffee. So Ned and I met almost 5 years ago.
Careful, there's some steps up.
Okay.
When we first met, I was a very insecure person. The thing is that I liked him, but I wasn't sure if he liked me. And that was just because I was very insecure. I'm actually very camera shy. I don't really like appearing in front of cameras. That's why I always wear a mask. I'll scan the menu first, yeah?
Yep.
What really clicked for me was when he would actually sit down with me, talk to me through my different insecurities. Wasabi mayo, spam fries, and beef chili cheese fries.
Let's go with spam.
Spam? Okay. You wanted coffee, right?
Yeah. Relationships, I think a lot of people with disabilities struggle with. There's a lot of things we can't do.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We can't drive a car, we can't be handy around the house.
Your latte has like a little almost heart shape on it. But it's like
so
a very
cute.
rounded heart.
I guess I'm gonna break my heart. Just by virtue of me being vision impaired, that would already put me at a disadvantage compared to everyone else.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, it's here. Most of the salt seems to be concentrated in the center.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's just added salt. The tip is on the other side. It's a small little... Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I remember when you used to come over to my class, and then you just sit outside, just waiting for me to finish work. When it comes to Josh's vision impairment, it didn't really make any difference. He was just another normal person that I would like to get to know. I don't think there's any trouble with being with a person who is vision impaired.
We took like a month to tell them.
Thankfully, my friends and family were actually very accepting of Josh when I first introduced him to them as my boyfriend.
Hi, father, I have a boyfriend.
My family had a couple of concerns. How would it be like being with someone who is is vision impaired or just has a disability in general. I think they really started to accept him when they saw how he was supporting me, both through the late nights and all the stress I was having and stuff like that.
It's really jolly.
From there, they were like, he makes her happy, and that's what's important.
Yeah, they're like kind of like white leaves with like they look a bit like a cabbage.
Yeah.
With like a white center.
I think they are water lettuce. One of the things that I did experience a lot of was loneliness, especially in my teenage years. I was the only vision impaired person who I knew. And so I felt very estranged and different and alone. And one of the things I wanted for myself in the future was to fix that, to not feel so alone anymore. When I grew to be of the age where I could start dating, that was something that was a high priority. Because it meant a lot to me, I put in a lot of effort. That effort was well spent, and I'm very grateful of where I am today.
I still have flashbacks every now and then where I could be sleeping and then everything just reoccur again in my dreams.
I'm actually very proud of you because you're making a lot of effort to come out of your shell slowly, and that you are now becoming more engaging with people, which is good. It's a big difference from Christmas of last year where you just sit down and keep quiet.
I would say that I am a change in progress. I think like family bonding is still a very, very new thing to me. Sometimes I think talking made me feel tired. I'm just rather sit down quietly, watch the world go by.
And there's nothing wrong with that. It's not necessary to always talk. Sometimes just sitting there, enjoying the moment.
I think the one thing that I enjoyed is the closeness that you all have with each other. No one was on their phone yesterday. Everyone was just sitting down and engaging each other in conversations.
Of course, the food was good, right?
Yes, the green beans, awesome. So I still have a dream of being a nurse one day, but with my tattoo, I don't think I can go into nursing. So what alternatives do I have? I think it would be nursing homes or elder care.
Today, I'm going to have Kumuye training under Mr. Lai.
Every week, usually, the Kumuye instructors will try to have a session together. So it helps them to refresh their skills. Today, we are going to run through their sword forms and then sparring. 2, inward, 3, high.
What I like about Kumuye is the form, the practice of the step, the art of the movement. Sometimes you have to calm down when point to return the sword and drawing out the sword.
Point, make sure that correct. So you turn. Yeah.
I've been learning Kumuye since 2019. At first, when I start touching the sword, I felt very stiff because of practicing Taekwondo and practicing sword practice is very different. Having a sword, it also can use as a form of self-defense. Sometimes it happens that you have an umbrella at your side and you can even use them to defend yourself. I have to remove my cochlear implant as well as my hearing aid, including my glasses, because I have to do sparring. So I won't be able to hear during the sparring. I had to look out for some other people to give me some gesture, whether to start or to stop during the sparring session. So I had to look out for Mr. Lai as well as looking at his lips. This is the disadvantage for me because I do not know when to stop because there could be the verbal command given. That's why I have to look out for some other people to tell me to stop, then I will stop.
You stay, the person hit you, right?
I'm going to work hard to get the third dan Kumuye in 3 months' time.
Third dan black belt is what we would term a very advanced level practitioner. By getting third dan in Kumuye, it would signify that his skills have reached almost the level of a master.
On my birthday, I always do something different. Today, maybe I'll go underwater for the first time. So I don't trust anybody to carry me because I'm very very scared of falling. I do not trust anyone after my accident. I only trust my brothers because they wholeheartedly take care of me so much.
1, 2, 3. I feel like the reason why she trusts us with carrying her is because the time she got out of the hospital and she was home, we were there around most of the time, probably the whole day. And even when she went to sleep, she saw us, me and my younger brother and the entire family. We helped with all these little things. That's what connects her to us, and that's why she's built that sort of trust.
I love the water because it makes me feel like nothing has happened, like I can still stand, move. I guess it's the one place where I feel complete freedom.
The first thing we had to teach Zora is how to control her breath inside the water before we could do anything. Her lungs are a little affected, right? So we cannot have water go into the lungs.
I'm not at all scared when I'm in the water with my brothers, but they're very scared something might happen to me. They want to be careful. They want to make sure I'm not freezing because I can't regulate temperature.
The water's warm.
But I just forget everything when I'm in the water.
I feel so free.
I actually have 5 brothers, but I did lose my oldest brother a year before my car accident. He passed away by suicide. The reason why I talk about mental health so much is because I understand it. My family has had to go through a lot and we've lived with mental health issues. I don't want anyone else to lose their life because of something they are struggling with, and I want to encourage people to hang on, to please stay. Please. I struggle every single day, and even though I struggle, I want to remind people that it passes, it gets better.
Did you open your eyes?
Whoa!
Yeah, exactly.
I realized I was a little bit out of depth. The anxieties were building up.
We're going to be taking some photos there to re-engage with the hobby that I haven't touched in many, many years.
Me and my mom cannot get along. Whenever she sees me, she will chase me with a broom.
I'm not sure whether I'm confident to get my blood up.